And if you don't lose this question out of sight, why you're doing it, a lot of other questions just fall on the floor.
Sure.
Because if you do it for the sake of it, then there are no questions and no choices to be made. You just do it.
Katy De Jesus. So you're from Luxembourg?
I'm from Luxembourg, yes.
Nice.
I was born in Luxembourg, raised in a Portuguese family. So I grew up with Portuguese at home. And yeah, in Luxembourg, we are lucky enough to learn like at least 3 languages at school from a very young age on. That's something you learn to appreciate when you get older, because you just realize then how lucky you are, basically. It's just due to the context you were born in, right? It's not necessarily that you're talented or anything like that. It's just that you got access to this education with those languages, which is pretty cool, I have to say. Has served me a lot so far.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
When did you move to Berlin?
I moved to Berlin more or less 8 years ago now. Wow, time goes fast.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Why? What brought you here?
Actually, I had just quit my job as a French teacher in Luxembourg, and so I did everything pretty straightforward, studied, started to work after that, and I realized, oh, this is it now? Is this gonna be the rest of my life? I did everything straight, and now I'm stuck, basically. And so this feeling started growing in me, although it was a very good position, it was good money, but I noticed that I was super happy with the students, but not so happy with the system I was in. And I quit my job and then went to travel a bit for a few months, and then I asked myself what I would want to do, and although I had never been to Berlin, I had never been in Berlin, but I heard from loads of friends how impressive the city is, how much music there's going on. And it's like this idea came up at a time where I just had discovered electronic music. So it grew together a bit, and I was like, wow. So it was not like, I want to go to Berlin, I want to become a DJ, not at all, because like I just had started mixing in my living room, but it was like, yeah, I'm free. I want to go. Apparently, this city has a lot to do with freedom. And I was like, yeah, I had a good feeling in my belly thinking so. So I was like, yeah, I need inspiration. Let's give it a try. So I came here and I never left.
Beautiful story.
So yeah, I like it still here.
Nice. And nowadays, what's happening under the week?
Under the week, so I'm at a point in my life where I am not working for I'm unemployed at the moment. I do little jobs here and there, like helping out with social media, friends, like helping out with some languages, translations, this kind of stuff. But I don't have like one boss right now. And I was thinking of starting teaching again. But at the same time, there is some stuff happening now, musically speaking. So I need to be careful what decision I'm making now, because, everything is reversible. But it's a period where there is a lot happening. So I'm watching before taking certain decisions. Yeah.
So now it's full on music.
At the moment, it's a lot on music. Preparing for gigs, finding new music, new records. Socializing, connecting with new people, entering new loops of circles, and meeting nice people. Sometimes in life, one thing pops out and then a lot unfolds after it. So that's a bit where I am at the moment.
Do you have any example, like moments, the key moments in your life where it happened?
Yeah, I mean, what strikes me is that I have had moments in my life where I was struggling and not sure of. Yeah, I was telling myself, what am I going to do now? I feel kind of lost, kind of floating around. And always after such a period comes something magical and wonderful. I mean, not every time, but often. That's, yeah, what I've been experiencing lately. I mean, privately, but also professionally speaking. Yeah, also music-wise. There are periods where it's a bit drier, where you doubt, but I guess an important word here would be persistence.
How do you deal with doubt?
I think that instead of fighting doubt, I try to embrace it, because so far doubt has allowed me to grow and to evolve as a person. So yeah, if we're talking about music, for example, when maybe there has been one period where I started doubting a bit, also around Corona, this kind of stuff, of moments. But it allowed also myself to ask the question to me, like, why am I doing this? Like, after asking myself the question, do I still want to do it? Follow the question, why would I want to continue doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is not possible without doubt. So doubting is part of it. It's part of the process, and it's important. I don't think there are creative minds who never doubt. I don't believe it.
We say that the most intelligent people believe, like, doubt a lot. Why?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I guess so, because if you don't doubt, you don't reflect also. So
That's right.
I guess and to me, an intelligent person is someone who doesn't stay at one point, right? It's someone who moves and who evolves. And yeah, by evolving, you doubt, you do mistakes, and that's part of the evolving process, I guess.
That's good. Do you believe in talent, or is it only hard work?
I believe in talent, I do. Yeah, because I'd say that talent has like something a bit more mystical and this like kind of magical aspect to me personally. But for sure, to achieve great things, a person that works a lot and has not so much talent is going to be more ahead than a person who has just talent and doesn't work. So I guess that the bombing tool would be the combination of talent and hard work. I guess, yeah, it depends on how you define work. I guess persistence and
discipline, showing up every day.
Yes, and not losing hope. Again, if you don't lose this question out of sight, why you're doing it, a lot of other questions just fall on the floor.
Sure.
Because if you do it for the sake of it, then there are no questions and no choices to be made. You just do it, right?
And how do you stay creative day after day?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. I don't think there is one right answer to this or one key answer to it. Everyone needs to discover this for itself. That beholds the beauty as well, because we are all different, so everyone does it in a different way. And also with creativity, it's not it's a challenge, and it's a beautiful challenge, because you don't just press a button and you're creative, right? Like, this is the challenge of the creative industry. You have a gig, you need to prepare for the gig, but you're not able to do it every day, because we have moods, because we have stuff going on in our private lives, and sometimes you are creative and sometimes you are not. And I guess what I found out so far is that creativity happens in the moment where you don't necessarily do your job, It's happening in the moments where you take your dog out for a walk, or where you're sitting on the couch and all of a sudden you get this idea or this inspiration, or you see something, like walking somewhere, going to a friend, you see something painted on a wall or wherever, or you know, like these moments where you need to prepare for a gig, and because you don't necessarily want to press this button, because you know that it's not by pressing a button it's gonna come. What do? You procrastinate. And often while you procrastinate, stuff happens, you know, important stuff happens while you procrastinate. That's why I think it's very important to me personally, it's very important to have those moments during the week where I just have silence and nothing to do. It's a good excuse, right? To not do anything. But like, I think these are very important moments where unconsciously stuff happens inside of you, inside of your head.
Because you need rest.
I
Definitely, like to be creative.
Rest, but also stillness and calm, you know, like when I say this, like these are the moments, it's not that necessarily moments where I'm just leaning back or not doing anything, but where I have silence, where I'm not surrounded by 20 people or by 3, it doesn't matter, whether I'm on my own basically also. Yeah.
Do you enjoy your own company?
I enjoy silence a lot, and I don't talk out loud to myself, so it's working pretty good.
Nice.
When I'm with myself. Yeah.
Do you meditate?
I do meditate, and it's something that I like doing a lot, but I'm still not satisfied with the discipline, with my personal discipline in it, because it's something that doesn't take so much time, and if you would do it really every day, you would benefit so much more. It's a very nice tool to center yourself, to get rid of stress, and like for a moment be in control of your thoughts. Not because you block them off, but because you let them be, and you find yourself in this peaceful moment where it's just okay to be, yeah.
And with this calm mind, how can you be or like stay or like provoke creativity? Because like I know that there's many artists that are like, because they have literally not a stable control over their emotion, that they're so inspired, especially for example with painters. While I also need a clear mind and a clean environment, like an empty table and just a sheet of paper to draw or my iPad, like to be able to focus 100% and like to put myself in a condition. How is it for you?
I guess that something conditions you were not expecting, in the end turn out to be a very good tool that you're going to use in your art. For example, if I'm super sad, I might, like not be conscious about the fact that maybe I could do some music or whatever, and then sometimes it just happens that you start doing something, whether it is drawing as a painter or whatever, or you turn on the record player and then something grows out of that, of your anger, of your sadness, of your frustration. Can also be. Sometimes you don't necessarily have the possibility to be surrounded by stillness, but also emotions can be a trigger point to be creative. Everything can, actually. Yeah.
When are you the most creative?
I think in general, emotionally speaking, I am rather an impulsive person and a more spontaneous person, rather than someone who would really prepare long in advance or calculate stuff, because we are all different, and that's just my way, I guess. And it's not something I can foresee. It's something that just happens, I guess. Of course, I'm forced to work sometimes because I have gigs or whatever, then I just need to do it. But yeah, I guess most of the times it's just okay now, and then I go. And I think this is also reflected in a lot of my gigs. especially when I have longer sets that I'm playing. If you would ask me before, like, my gig, what track are you gonna start with or whatever, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. I will only know the moment I stand there. Of course, my bags are packed and stuff, but it's something that's more spontaneous with me. I need this. Also, it helps me to not overthink too much.
That's so nice. Now, are you stressed when you start a set?
It depends on the sets. It depends on the venues, and it really. Sometimes I have important stuff going on, or sets or gigs, and I'm really not nervous because my mindset is just a good one that day. And sometimes it's the other way around. It can be something that will not necessarily have a huge impact in my musical career, but because of other circumstances, maybe I'm not at ease, or I'm struggling with some thoughts or whatever. So sometimes I am stressed and sometimes I'm not at all. It's a bit annoying that I don't know in advance how I will feel.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it is.
It does still a kind of like magic and spontaneity. How do you say spontaneity? Like to be able to do that.
Yes, but I guess it just works. I mean, I need this for it to work, I guess. Otherwise, I go crazy. But of course, I need to prepare. That's for sure. I need to prepare. But I think that my best stuff happens in some kind of more magical moment where I let go of a certain control, and then stuff starts to happen, and I unfold. And that's actually, it's a very nice feeling. That's actually the feeling I try to look for when I play.
Do you talk to yourself when you play? Because like I understand a kind of inner dialogue in what you're saying.
I think like little pushers, because I'm busy. So more like just I don't know, stuff like, okay, come on, let's go, let's do this. If I'm nervous in the beginning, or I don't know, little stuff like in between, like, come on, where is this fucking sleeve again? I lost it again. I lost the sleeve again. I need to put it in another one again. This kind of stuff. So a little bit.
The vinyl DJ problems.
Yes, always these sleeves. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm the only one or not, but often I think I'm super, like I have everything under control, my order and everything, and then every time I have this record in my hands and I don't find the sleeve it belongs in. That's really annoying, but it's fine. I laugh about it. It makes me laugh now.
Do you find always the sleeve when you go home?
If I find it back at home, you mean? To be really honest with you, like, it accumulates. So now I have loads of records with the wrong sleeve, but it's fine. I mean, I have like boxes where the empty sleeves are in. I just need to sort it and to put them back in.
Okay. So they're always in the bag. Like they're not like just like gone.
No, they are no. They are never gone. They are somewhere at home or in the bag. They are not gone.
So it's organized chaos.
Yeah, chaos with a little system. Yeah. I think one could say it like that. Yeah.
Does it work?
Sometimes it does, sometimes not. But in the end, it always works out somehow. And if not, I'm the only one to know.
That's good. So no one else could play your vinyls, literally.
Unless they know the sticker of the label or something like that. Yeah, they could, because that's also how I memorize. I don't need the sleeve, So, it's doable, totally.
What do you do to remember so many tracks?
I think at some point when you have loads of records and loads of preparation and loads of gigs, and a big circulation of new records coming in, older records stepping aside. With me personally, I think it's more some records, of course, I know by heart, but other records I associate them with a vibe more than like specifically, because some records, they don't have words or whatever. So of course I know some elements, and like I then think about a specific vibe. It's not necessarily something easy to explain to someone, but I have this vibe in my head, or I can sense the vibe. I know, okay, this is like a bit more tribal stuff, a bit more, or this is like super cheesy stuff. Yeah, this is like, that's a bit how I organize in my messy head.
Interesting. Now, how would you describe your sound?
Honestly, that's one of the most difficult questions you could ask to me, because I find it very difficult and also a bit dangerous to affiliate my sound to one genre, because I think that in general one set of mine has never just one genre in it, like it's, and I'm happy about it, because I need this as much as I need spontaneous,
The variety.
because if I spontaneously feel this kind of vibe or this kind of vibe, I want to be able to bring it in, and sometimes it can be something funny, like, I don't know, a record from Jungle Book, story from back then when we were kids. It can be a classical rave track from Transporting. It can be a lot of stuff. So I don't like to classify it by genres, and I know it's something important, and it's a question everybody asks, but it's I don't like to answer this way. It's more like a vibe or a story that happens then, especially when the sets are longer. But because I will need to use some genres, I will say that definitely a lot of pumping house, some bit more nasty stuff, nasty house, Chicago a lot, ballroom vibes also, and then in between a bit of trippy, evasive stuff. I love vocals. I think in the end that's all I could say about it.
I like the smile.
Yeah.
Do you have any track in mind right now?
Right now, just because you asked, I don't know why it's in my head, but like there's this track, I don't even know the name anymore, but it starts like, let me take you on a trip, on a very underground trip, and it's kind of, I don't know, you asked me, that's the track that came into my mind. I don't even know if I have it here, but yeah.
Is it on in the red sleeve?
It's in a brown sleeve, I think, and it's not its original sleeve. Yeah.
Well, you know where.
I know where.
Okay.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
We'll find it later.
Yeah.
We have to. Nice. What did you play in Berlin the last time?
The last time was a few days ago, right here where we are sitting. I played. I opened the Watergate floor.
Mm-hmm.
Was my first time here. I enjoyed it. It's really a cozy, beautiful space to play. Yeah, it's beautiful. I like it. I liked it a lot. Yes.
And the next?
After holiday, I'm gonna do my debut at Panorama Bar, which I'm very happy about. It's gonna be beginning of March, so that's gonna be the next one. Yeah.
Nice.
Really looking forward.
See you there.
Yeah, see you there, hopefully.
Katy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.